Okay, we're live. We've not been live in a while, so how is everyone doing? We're gonna do a wash and go on Eniola's hair, and you have to remove your glasses. And I am setting up. We're having a little bit of a behind schedule scenario right here, so if you can bear with us. So yeah, so I will be doing our hair, and this is going to be not our usual type of routine of me talking, answering your questions. I will answer your questions if you ask. So hi, welcome. This is your first time, Nena. Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is my, just to introduce ourselves. My name is Shola, and this is my daughter, and her name is, what's your name?
Aniola.
Eniola. And we have a channel, Discovery Natural. We also have a family channel called DN Vlogs Life. You have something in your face. We also have a family channel called DN Vlogs Life. We're also on YouTube as a family channel called we're also on Facebook, right? Yeah. So Facebook, you can find us on Facebook. Okay, so we're gonna start this so that this won't be long. I will answer everybody's question. This is the last Sunday, and yeah, me. This is the last Sunday of the year. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna first start off by wetting her hair because we're doing this on camera. I'll be wetting her hair. She can actually wet it herself. Do you want to wet it here? We are by the tub, so maybe you can go and wet it in the tub right there. Would that be faster for you?
Okay.
Okay. So please, I am not ignoring your messages. Just know that because this is a styling video, we might not be able to get to all the questions that you ask me, but you can always join our Facebook group, Discover Natural. Use the water. So we have a bucket right here. So in the winter, we have, because it gets really, really cold, so you can just use a bucket and wet your hair with a bucket like that. Okay? So most of the time she does this on her own. I'm just gonna quickly help her wet her hair really quickly. Yeah, see? Okay. So the water is there. So I'm just wetting her hair really, really quickly. So yeah. Okay. So we wet her hair. Yeah, she has very, very thick hair. Very thick hair. So I'm gonna wrap the towel around her so that she doesn't drip too much. Okay. So careful. Sit down. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, you got your notification. Thank you. So this is what her hair looks like. Her hair is super duper thick, thick hair. So this is what her hair looks like. Can you see her face? No, they can't see your face. Yeah. What's her texture? Her texture is, she has 4C here. You can see she has pretty much barely any curl definition. So this is what her hair is, just a lot of hair. Okay. And what I first start doing is, the first thing that we're gonna do is section our hair. So how do you want, we're gonna section our hair and then we're gonna wash our hair. So with wash and goes, people have been asking me a lot about wash and go videos, how to do wash and goes, all this stuff. So that is why I decided to do this video for you all. So with wash and go, you want to start off with clean hair. So I'm gonna section our hair. Let's see if I can, where's my sectioning? I have my sectioning comb here. I'm gonna section our hair into, let's see, into 4 sections. Okay. Yeah. So into 4 sections, and I'm gonna use Elang. That's African comb sectioning comb. So yeah, I'm just sectioning, and then we'll be able to walk. And as I show her how to do her hair, how to style it, I also teach her. I always tell parents when they consult with me, I always tell them that show your children, even if they're young, unless they're babies and they don't understand what you're doing, it is important for you to show them what you're doing, okay? Don't be afraid to show your child what you're doing when it comes to caring for their hair. Can you get me a hair clip thing there? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'll tell you the next one. So we're gonna use these hair clips. After this live chat, all the products that I use in my hair, in our hair, not in my hair, I'm gonna show you. These are just croc clips. And we're gonna use these croc clips to just clip our hair up. Okay, bear with me for 1 second. I need to, oh man, I'm trying to do the brightness. So yeah, bear with me 1 second. 1 second, please. Okay. So bear with me 1 second. Okay, so now I'm sectioning my hair because I couldn't see what I was doing. My phone, the brightness was down. So all I'm doing is I'm just lining the hair and I'm using an African sectioning comb. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So if people ask me questions and they're seeing me not answering their questions, it's because I'm focusing on the hair. I'll be answering more questions as we go. And thank you. So just clipping the hair away. So I hope you all are having, this is 2 more days and is the, lift up your head. And the year is coming to an end, people. The year is coming to an end. So let's do this and we'll just section it. So we have 4 sections going on. Let me clip this. Give me another clip. Thank you. I love this clip, especially if you have thick hair. This is the best clips for it. Where can you find these clips? Because you see what happens. So the clips, if you have a lot of hair, it expands. So these clips, you can find them on our Amazon store, and our Amazon store is amazon.com/shop/discovernatural. I'm not yet combing our hair or doing anything of that sort because we're still getting ready to wash our hair. Most of the time, we don't even comb the hair. We just finger comb the hair. So now it's time to wash the hair. You can use a cold wash. You can use a shampoo. I'm more a fan of shampoos because shampoos cleanse the hair really, really well. I'm not a big fan of cold washes. There are different shampoos that you can use. Sulfate shampoos are great. You can also use clays. This is a sulfate-free shampoo. This is the Kadima African Black Soap Shampoo, and that's what we're gonna use. So you wanna shake this real well. When you use African Black Soap, especially for people like her that she gets eczema on her scalp, African Black Soap is really good. So we're just gonna put this to our scalp first.
And the eczema is like right.
Yeah, the eczema is always right there, but has it been better lately?
Yeah, it's been getting a little bit better.
Okay. So we're just gonna put the shampoo along the scalp. And if you're thinking, how do you wash your children's hair? I don't wash their hair. They pretty much wash their own hair. They've been doing really good. But we concentrate on the scalp. You see us concentrating on the scalp first. And I'm gonna massage this in. And this shampoo, you can actually leave it in the hair. So sometimes if my scalp gets really gunky, you can use what is known as a massage brush. So this is a massage brush. You turn it on. I need to change the battery, and then you can use it to scrub the scalp. You like that? Yeah. So you can use it to scrub the scalp. Try not to get that. Okay. So that's one thing you can do. So I'm gonna apply it. If you notice it's not foaming, sometimes I go back in again with another wash. So with this, it's for the scalp, and we can just really scrub the scalp. Then you can also apply this on the hair to remove product buildup from the hair. Okay. So we're gonna do this for all the sections of our hair. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. You just motivated me to style curly hair. Yesterday you washed and you put it in. Oh, I'm glad to hear that. So we're gonna put this all over our hair. So can you do it on that side? So this video, I'm also gonna show you how to teach your children to do their own hair. So as you show them what to do on one section, what did you do before applying the shampoo? We just wet the hair. We didn't pre-poo or do anything of that sort. We just wet the hair and we applied the shampoo. So now she's just applying the shampoo to the scalp. We didn't detangle. Nope. We didn't detangle at all. Oh, to Carly say, yeah, we didn't detangle at all. So with our hair doesn't get tangled so easily. But you see what I do when I put this shampoo to the hair, and while I'm waiting for the shampoo to do its work, because I'm always a big follower of always reading the direction on how to use a product. And this product itself, are you done? Okay, then put it on the hair itself. Put it on the length of the hair. Oh, you did. Okay. Good job. On this shampoo itself, it says to leave it in for 5 minutes. So during that 5 minutes, that is when we go and we detangle the hair. Okay? So during that 5 minutes, we will detangle, 5 to 10 minutes, we'll detangle the hair. So I'm just putting it on the scalp, scrubbing it real good. And I'm not using my nails, I'm just using the pads of my fingers to like, sit up, to like, get that shampoo into
what
the...
What do I do when I'm done?
Okay, clip it back up. You know what to do, girl.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna put this onto the hair.
I thought we were gonna twist it.
No, we're not gonna twist it. So just getting it real
It's
good.
too slippery.
It's too slippery. Yeah. So you're doing it the wrong way. So you do it, turn it, remember? And then we're gonna clip it like that. See?
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay. So while she's doing the last one, I will start working on detangling the hair. So let's get me 2 clips.
Oh, I got on my eye.
Okay, then wipe your eye. Wipe your eye. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then put the shampoo on this one. Bah. Okie dokie. Okay. You got it? Scrub it real good.
Oh.
Okay. Don't have to put too much. Okay, get it on the hair. Get it on your hair. Okay, and then scrub it real good. Okay. Okay. So now while she has this, as I said, I will start detangling her hair. And to detangle the hair, most of the time we just finger detangle the hair, or you can use a comb. So this is the comb we're using. Yeah, so this is the comb we're using, and just remove, and see, as I told you, our hair doesn't get tangled so easily. So as I'm detangling this, I'm gonna give her another comb. Do you want to use, which comb do you normally use? This one, or do you use the long one? This one. Okay, so she'll start working on it. So you see, I'm just taking a little piece of it at a time and trying to get all the knots and tangles out of the hair.
I took the wrong one out.
I'm not Asian, I'm Nigerian. I'm from Nigeria. So, okay. Sit up.
Oh,
Okay. So, just getting it. And our hair is very thick. As you can see, this is just a small piece of the hair. Okay. Did that fall down?
yeah, but I'll get it.
Okay, let me get it for you. There you go. Be careful.
Thank you.
So this is okay. So once that side is detangled, we just twist it up. Because if we don't twist it up, our hair is a possibility
Locked
that
up again.
yeah, so it's gonna tangle up again. So we've done this. Usually goes very quickly, but you all know the struggle. So, but I'm just gonna take another part of the hair. So work from the ends to the roots when you're combing it out. Okay. So just take it, see, working from the ends I'm moving inches by inches. Oh, I wish I was there to do your hair too. Okay, inches by inches. Once we're done, twist it up. Easy peasy. Are you pulling out your hair or you're detangling?
I'm detangling, but
Okay.
it keeps on.
It's snagging?
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to watch me. Okay? So this is what we're doing. We're not taking the whole hair. Because if you take the whole hair, you'll struggle, like how you're struggling. So what you want to do is you want to take a small piece like this. Okay? Take a small piece. The one, stop, Drew. The one that you're not working with, you want to clip it away. So stop. No rush. There's no need to rush. Okay? We're not in a competition. Oh yeah, take this one. Go clip it. Go the connect it more to one. Okay? She. And then we'll clip it. Show me. We'll clip it. Bye. And then put it behind it. Okay? Okay. Let's do that. So just taking it. I usually do like three sections per section. So 3 per section. So let's do this. 3 per section. I can see I love this comb. We also have a detangling comb. Is coconut oil good? Also, if coconut oil works for you, then use it. Okay? If coconut oil works for you, use it. So some people's hair does not like coconut oil. Some people's hair like coconut oil. So it all depends on you. If you are struggling with one piece, you can make it smaller. Okay? How is it going? Good? Okay. It's too thick for you?
Yeah.
Okay, can you clip one outside if it's too thick for you? Okay. So I'm just trying to remove all. Okay, and this. So she has a knot. You can see she has a knot right there. So we're just removing the knot. And the knot is basically a shedded hair. And that's what we're removing. Okay. Okay, so that section is done. So I think someone was asking a question. What about blueberry paste growth oil? I don't know anything about growth oils, so I can't really tell you anything about that. What is normal shedding? Normal shedding is different for each person. So the way that a lot of people, they ask me questions that, oh, and they show me pictures of their hair. Oh, is this shedding, too much shedding for my hair? Is this shedding, whatever. But my thing is this. The way that you can know if a shedding amount of shedded hair is a normal for your hair is if you collect your shedded hair over time and then you compare it to other shedded hair that you've had in the past in the same interval. So every week you compare your shedded hair. So the process we're doing now is that we're just shampooing and detangling our hair. So we've not yet started applying gels or doing the wash and go part. This is all part of the wash and go. You have to detangle so that it's easier when you start doing the wash and go. I was debating whether to wash our hair, detangle, do everything before I come on here, but then that will just be a go. It's gonna be a wash and go. So how do I grow your hair thick? The thickness of your hair is predetermined by when you were born, genetics. So if your hair has never been thick, then the density of your hair is pretty much what you see right now, okay? What you have right now. But if your hair has been thick in the past and it has been thinning and breaking, then the reason why, what you could do is first figure out why your hair is thinning. And once you figure out why your hair is thinning, then go from there. You know, try the stopping habits that are causing your hair to thin out. And once you can figure that out, then, you know, it becomes way much better for you and for your hair. So I'm just trying to see if I get any other questions. Some other things you can do if your hair has been thick in the past. I know rice water rinses has helped me thicken my hair, keeping my scalp clean, reducing over manipulating, not combing hair while it's dry, things that will cause your hair to be breaking. Also, if you're styling your hair and you're always styling your hair in the same way, that area where the parts are might be thinning out. So you have to look at what you're doing that is causing that. Where did you get your shirt from? I got my shirt from natural hair tea t-shirt.com, but if you go to Quartz and Glory.com, they have the shirts there also, but it's natural hair t-shirt.com, I believe that's it. But no, sorry, I'll put the link. I can't quite remember. bit.ly.com/natural hair tea. Yeah, I think that's it. So let me help you with this. Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna help you. You're gonna do it yourself, because that's the only way you can learn. I'm always so quick to jump and help my daughters out, but I have to learn to not do that. Let them struggle if they're having struggle, and then learn from their experience. How are you doing? Are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you having any problems?
No.
Okay. So this, the reason why we can do this with this shampoo, you can see the shampoo has really good sleep, and the shampoo we use, I'll show you the shampoo we use, is from Kadima Organic Beauty Products. It's really good if you have eczema, scalp issues, and all that stuff. It cleanses the scalp really well. So we're just detangling, and it contains conditioners, so it detangles really well. Let me quickly do this. And because we're live, that's why I'm doing this. Normally I'll just let her do it by herself, but since we're live, I'm quickly doing this for her. So something like this, sit up. Thank you. So yeah, I'm pretty fast because I've been doing this for a long time, and they are just, I mean, they know how to do all this, but you know, kids, some days they're fast. And whenever she's detangling her hair, what are you doing?
I'm watching Netflix.
You get to speak up?
Watching Netflix.
So she's usually watching a movie on Netflix when she's detangling her hair. Okay, so this is the hair detangled and all that stuff. You can see. What about Cantu Shea Butter Conditioning Cream? Is that good for your hair? I don't know. I don't know because I've not used that. You have to, with what is good. She's going to rinse her hair right now. Go rinse your hair. With what is good, and this is the amount of shaded hair she got. And this is 2 weeks worth. So, so depending on if a product, if it depends on your hair. Yeah, just rinse it and twist. So she's gonna rinse her hair and twist. You got it? So rinse it real good. So let me answer some questions while she is doing that. I'm trying to clean up the mess. I think we poured some stuff on the floor over here. So I'm just gonna try and clean that up while she does her own thing. Okay. So let's see other questions. Thank you so much, Fancy. Is it bad to wear buns every day? Yes. If you wear buns, she wears buns every day, but what she does is that at night she takes down the buns. She doesn't make the buns super tight. And although she wears it every day, some days she'll wear twist out. Most of the time she'll wear twist out. The issue with wearing buns,
you can lose your edges.
Yes, you can lose your edges. So she said you can lose your edges. So the issue with wearing buns every single day is your edges, because you're constantly pulling. So your edges might get pulled off. So don't wear buns every day. What do you recommend for shedding hair? If your hair sheds a lot, black tea. Do black tea rinses. Make even see, this is hibiscus tea. Okay, I usually use this for about 5 days, and that's it. Hibiscus tea. I set my tea out because I used it briefly this morning, and you just spray it in your hair. Green tea is really good. We have a playlist on the channel called Tea Rinses, so make sure you take a look at the playlist for such information. What is your favorite leave-in conditioner? My favorite leave-in conditioner, I like my liquid. If I say liquid leave-in conditioner, I like Kadima liquid leave-in conditioner. Lately I've also been liking Palmer's leave-in conditioner. For creamy leave-in conditioners, I like ORS. ORS makes a really good leave-in conditioner that has okay, have you finished rinsing?
Yeah.
Okay, take this. Don't dry too much, just tight on it. Would this method that you do help boys like me? Yes. So all these methods works well. I do have a playlist showing our uncle how I style his hair and wash his hair. For boys, something simple, something quick will help also. So now we have washed our hair. Our hair is wet. When you do wash and goes, you want to start with we want to start on wet hair, but remember we use a shampoo, and after using a shampoo we always after using a shampoo we always deep condition, regardless of if you do wash and goes or not. Even though our hair feels soft, we're going to deep condition. We've been trying this deep conditioner, and this is the Texture ID deep conditioner, and I'm going to put it in her hair, and then I'm going to let her wait for about 7 minutes. The deep conditioner, they say for 7 minutes. I'm going to let her wait for 7 minutes. During that time, I will use that time to answer some questions that people might have. So can you start applying the deep conditioner on this side? So our hair loves creamy deep conditioner. Yeah, you can twist it. So untwist it, but once you finish 1/4 section, you want to twist that section up and to knot it up. Okay, to keep it from doing what? Knotting up. Okay, so we're gonna do this section. So deep conditioning is what has helped us to keep our hair soft. If I don't deep condition our hair will be hard. So if you are struggling with hard hair, that your hair is not soft, try deep conditioning. You will not regret it. This deep conditioner, our hair loves it very much, and this is the Texture ID deep conditioner. You can find it on our Amazon store, amazon.com/shop/discoverynatural. So I'm going to keep on putting deep conditioner. Start off by putting deep conditioner at the ends of the hair, which is the driest part of the hair, and then work your way through the hair ever so gently. I'm going to show you. Look up straight so that I can show. So you take the hair, you take the deep conditioner like this, okay, and then I'm going to apply it to the ends of the hair and then walk through the length of the hair like that, okay. And then I'm just going to run everything through the crown area. If your crown area, the middle part of your hair, breaks a lot, put more products there. Okay, so we just run it through, and then I'm just going to twist up our hair like that. Okay, first put it at the ends of the hair, baby. Put it at the ends of the hair first. Remember,
here.
Ends. Where's your ends of your hair?
Oh, okay.
Okay. First, put it ends of the hair. You hear me telling people to put the ends of the hair.
Yeah, I keep on getting.
You always forget. This is the
and
root, and this is the ends. Okay.
Okay.
So ends of the hair. Where does your hair end?
Right here.
So that's why it's called ends of the hair. Just a little bit. Okay. So once again, this is deep conditioner we're using. So it's amazon.com/shop/discoverynatural. So I'm going to rinse my hands while she's doing that. And to activate the deep conditioner, it's always good to sit under the dryer. If you are low porosity hair and you are deep conditioning your hair, use heat. Are you done? Okay. So you use some form of heat. So she's going to go and come back in 7 minutes. We're going to rinse, and then we're going to start the wash and go process. Okay, set your timer, 7 minutes, you'll be back. So let's answer these questions that people are asking, or let me answer. So we have, let's do a recap of what we've done. We shampoo the hair, and when we shampoo the hair, we use the Kadima African black soap shampoo. This also contains conditioners. After putting this in the hair, we detangle the hair, and we use a detangling comb. This is a normal detangling comb. I love this comb. This comb actually detangles very well also. Then she rinsed her hair, put her hair in twist, rinsed it, and then she took the Texture ID deep conditioner, put in her hair. What is 4C hair? Someone asked. Hair has different textures. There are different textures to hair. People that are Caucasian, they have type 1 hair. There are people that have type 1 hair. Type 1 hair is straight. It has no curls. It's just straight, as if you put a flat iron to it and you pressed it. As the hair, we have different ranges. The more curlier the hair, the lighter it is. So it is A, B, C. C is the most coilier, kinkier version. So type 1, type 2 is usually Caucasian with straight hair. Type 2, type 3 goes to mainly wavy hair and also curly hair. Now type 4 also have curly hair and coily hair. So curly and coily hair, and these are just ways to identify the look of the hair. It's not a way to segregate different people's hair, but it's a way to kind of understand what your hair is doing, how your hair acts. Now, some people say, will knowing your hair type help you choose products? In some way, it does, because the more coilier and coilier your hair is, the tighter it is. When you moisturize your hair, it actually is harder for you to get your hair moisturized. So you might need some other way of moisturizing your hair, especially if your hair is like type 4C. It also can determine that your hair does not retain moisture as quickly as somebody with type 1 hair. Now with type 1 hair, because your hair is straight and you're, when the oils, you produce more, you can produce more sebum. Now, when you can produce more sebum is the oils that come from your scalp. The oils can flow really well down your hair. That's where you hear people of the Caucasian descent saying that, oh, they have oily hair, they have greasy hair, because the oil is coming down from the hair, from the scalp easily. But the reason why we of the African descent, of the more coilier, kinky hair, do not have the problems with our hair getting overly greasy and overly oily is because the sebum from the oils from your scalp has a difficult time flowing down the curves and the coils. Now this is my daughter's hair. Let me take one of her shredded hair. So this is one of her shredded hair. It's going to be very hard to see. Let me get a whole bunch. Okay, you can see it has no coil pattern. It's tightly coily, and it will be hard for the oil, so her hair will get dry if she doesn't deep condition, she doesn't moisturize her hair well. So I hope that helps you out. I will go on and I will answer some other questions that people have been asking. So that's to answer Miss Ruth. That is it. So can medium density hair use heat every 2 weeks? Now the use of heat is always very, very dangerous. It's like tea cream on a high mountain top with no net underneath. Now with using heat, you can put heat protectant in your hair and your hair can be fine. It can do well, but it all depends on your hair. It really all depends on your hair. Now, and it depends on the amount of heat you use. So you have to be very careful. So that's why I don't really talk much about heat. I always tell people use a heat protectant and just know there are risks to it. So I hope that helps you. Let's see, other question. When do you use protein? you use protein. I have videos on protein treatment. There's a playlist just dedicated to protein treatment. So when do you use protein? You use protein, number one, if your hair is constantly breaking a lot, if there has been a long time since you've used protein. I always advise people to use protein in their hair at least once a month routinely to strengthen the hair. That will really help you out. You also use protein if your hair feels weak and is just breaking easily. Another way and another indicator that your hair needs protein is that when you stretch your hair. So this is another strand of this is a strand of hair from my daughter's hair. Now if I stretch the hair, okay, you see how much I'm stretching the hair? You see how the hair bounces? Okay, it's very hard for me. Let me turn off the light. I'm gonna turn off the light very quickly now, so maybe you can see it, okay? Can you see this? Okay, so this is the hair. So this hair, I'm gonna stretch this hair. You guys can see me stretching the hair. Now if I stretch the hair, but you see how it's coming back and it's still stretched. I've stretched it 2 times now, but it's coming back and it's coming back and it's bunching up again like this. Now this hair doesn't need protein, it's fine. This is a quick test to test for it. Now let's say I stretch the hair and then the hair just breaks, or I stretch the hair and the hair stays stretched like this, okay? If it stays stretched like this and it doesn't collapse back, the hair needs protein to get strengthened back. So let me put the light back so that it's not so dark in here. Okay, so that is when you need protein and things of that. So let's see, where did we stop? Okay, how long does this take to do yourself? If I do wash and go on my hair myself, it can take 30 minutes, I'm done easily. I like doing wash and goes in the shower. Look in the playlist called Wash and Go Hairstyles, and I have tips on how to do wash and goes. My wash and goes usually last 4 days, and that is fine with me because I wash my hair twice a week. Thank you so much, JJ. Thank you. How do you differentiate between low and high porosity? Low porosity hair has a tendency of not absorbing products really easily. Are you done? Okay, so she's back. Low porosity hair has can you come and rinse your hair? So has a tendency of not absorbing products really easily, and high porosity hair will absorb products, but the products will disappear easily. Look in the playlist called porosity, and you'll be able to know how to test for your porosity. So let's make the water. Okay.
You don't use anything?
No. Deep conditioner. So she's going to rinse off the deep conditioner now. Sorry, we're fetching water. Yeah. So rinse it very well. So let's do this. Okay. That should be enough. Okay, so she's removed the stopper. So she's gonna rinse her hair, and while she's rinsing her hair, I'm gonna answer some more questions from people. What other questions are people asking? Okay, what can you use to trim your hair other than hair scissors? What can you use to trim your hair other than hair scissors? Hair scissors. That's the only thing I advise you to use to trim your hair. Hair scissors. And this is what we use. This is what we've been using for years. I replace them every now and then, but this is what we use. I don't advise you using any other thing to trim your hair than hair scissors, okay? Let's see. How do you know that your hair is dry? You know your hair is dry by feeling it. If you feel your hair and it feels crunchy, it feels dry, it's not absorbing moisture, if your hair is breaking and you feel it, it's by feel. Number one, by feel. If you feel your hair, it doesn't feel nice and soft like my hair now. When I feel it, it has a nice cushiony feel to it, and that is how that's how we know. Okay, my baby girl is 7 years old and has really long fussy hair. That's good. I never do wash and go on her because I'm afraid of getting super tangled. I'm watching and hopefully I can try a method. Okay, yeah, so wash and go, you have to, if you want to learn how to do it, you have to keep on doing it. You can't just do it one time and bam, it works fine. My daughter, she has done it before with no gel and it's nice and poofy, but today we're actually going to use gel on her hair, and I've never taught her how to do wash and go with gel, so I'm hoping that by doing this and showing her, it will help her. Now, does hair grow faster when it is twisted? No. Hair grows faster. Hair always grows. Okay, the speed at which it grows, it depends on what you eat, it depends on your genetics. So and if you're not over manipulating your hair and breaking your hair, then you retain hair, because hair is always growing. So you're done? Okay, so just tie this on your hair for a second. Yeah. So does rice water help with shedding? Some people say it has helped them with shedding. But I am a big fan of tea tree rinses. How long do your daughter's wash and go last? The last time when you did wash and go, how long did it last for?
Like a week and a half. Wait, no.
No, that wasn't wash and go. That was twist. I think like 2 days, 3 days. Because normally she just puts it in a puff. So we never know the effort. We never know how long it can last, because she'll just put it in a puff. And I'm trying to get her to stop putting her hair in a puff so much, but she likes buns and puff. How do you take care of short, medium length hair? There's a playlist on short hairstyles, and we have a video called how to take care of short hair. What type of protein treatments that is good for 4-year-old? Aubrey Organics GPP is really good. This is also a good one. The Afro G 2 minutes. Remember, this is 2 minutes. That is also a good one you can try for your kids. Okay, so I will answer more questions later on. She's done. So this is, her hair is washed, it is deep conditioned, it is rinsed out. I'm gonna use another towel, a drier towel now, and put that around her head. How are you doing? How is your scalp?
Good.
Anywhere itching?
No.
We have water. When you are doing wash and go on 4C hair, you want it to be wet. Okay, this is something I found out. I've done wash and go so many times, and I found out that it has to be wet. And we're gonna walk in sections. So what I'm gonna is that I'm gonna turn her back and then start walking from the back and walk forward. So I want you to look straight, sit up, thank you. So we're gonna walk from the back forward, and I'm gonna zoom it in. So let me get my cutting comb. I'm just gonna go small sections at a time. Okay. So with wash and goes, you can use conditioners, you can use just oil. It depends, or just a moisturizer or curl defining cream. It all depends on the look you are going for. If you are going for, are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay. If you are, move your seat forward a little bit. Are you comfortable?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So if you are going for a very defined look, then you use gel. Okay. If you are not, there are different kind of gels. Before you use a gel, you always want to test it against any other products you put on the hair. So now we have what they call, we're going to use a liquid leave-in, just because sometimes when you use a creamier leave-in with a gel, it gets flakes. But I know we're going to use this liquid leave-in, and if you notice, I'm just putting the liquid leave-in on our hair real well like this. And this liquid leave-in that we're using is the Palmer's Natural Fusion Leave-In Conditioner, and I'm putting it on the hair, and then I'm working it with my fingers. Okay. Now the gel I'm going to use is from Auburn Bella, and it's called the Cree Gel. This is a lighter gel. This gel is made up of, the ingredients are water, aloe vera, it has castor oil, it also contains glycerin in it. So if you are not a big fan of glycerin, then you want to stay away from gels like this, but this gel has been great. So you want to be generous with the gel. So this is the gel, almost looks like flaxseed gel. Okay, so I'm going to work in sections. I'm putting it at the ends of the hair first. Okay, and then making sure I concentrate to the length of the hair. If you are doing wash and go and you are expecting your hair that is 4C to coil up like somebody that is 4B or somebody that is 4A, somebody that is 3C, somebody that is 3B and get all that curly hair, you are setting yourself up for disappointment. Sit up. Okay, stay like that. Thank you. Your curl pattern that shows up when you do a wash and go is going to be the curl pattern that you are blessed with. So for R, what a gel does when you're doing wash and go is it enhances. Can we all say enhances?
Enhances.
Okay, so it only enhances the coils and the coils that you have in your hair. So I'm putting the gel in the hair. Now the method that you use also matters. So this hair, I'm just applying. There are different methods you can use when you're doing wash and go on the hair. The first most common method is the raking method. This is called the raking method. You see?
It's like raking leaves.
Yeah, it's like raking leaf, and that is why it's important to detangle the hair first. So when you rake the hair, you want to put, see, I'm raking the hair through. Now this is the curl pattern that shows up. Can you guys see that? So this is the curl pattern that shows up. Don't touch. So you can see our hair doesn't have a definite curl pattern, but this is what happens when you rake the hair. It shows this kind of curl pattern. Okay, so that is raking. It's raking, you take the finger and you put it through and you pull it through like that, like a raking method. And then once you pull it through, you just release it and you don't touch it again. The thing about wash and go is don't touch it again so that the hair sets the way it looks. Okay? Anybody has any questions? Let me know. So that's it. So this is the raking method. I'm going to show you another method. So we're going to take the hair again. I'm going to take some section, just a little bit of a section, working in a smaller section this time. Okay? That's why it's important to detangle the hair first. So now that I've done that one section, with wash and go on 4C hair, the difference that I find when you're doing wash and go with 4C hair versus 3C hair is you can leave the hair like this, but because our hair is 4C and it tends to shrink more, what I do is I take the hair, even though I've raked it, I twist it up ever so lightly. You see, I'm doing it very lightly. Okay? And then I use some form of weight. This is a trick that you can do. I use some form of weight in form of a clip, and I use that on the hair to make it stay a little bit elongated. Okay? So that is one thing you do. So I'm going to put a little bit of weight. Now, let's do another method. So we have the raking method. I'm going to get some water and make it wet. I'm going to take my gel, put my gel to the hair. Make sure I concentrate it real good to the hair. Okay. Once we're done with this, once the hair dry, I'm going to put a picture on our Instagram page and our Facebook page to kind of show you. Actually, I'm gonna to kind of show you what our hair looks after we finish doing the wash and go and it has dried. So now another method you could do when you're doing a wash and go is called the shingling method. With the shingling method, you also make sure that the gel has been put in the hair, and then you go from one strand and you can shingle it. So you separate it, you look for where the hair separates naturally. This method is more tedious. Okay, look up straight. This method is more tedious, but you're going one strand at a time where the hair naturally separates, or you can even encourage separation. 4C hair, you really have to encourage a lot of things. This is very tedious, but it's pretty much the same thing. So now we're going to show you what that section looks like. So this is the shingled method section. It gives more fullness and more separation of the coils. So this is our hair. Okay, you can see more separation of the coils. And again, what I do after doing that is I always twist it up ever so lightly. You can see this is not a tight twist again. And then I put some form of weight at the ends of the hair, like that. So, very ends of the hair, I'll put some form of weight on it, like that, and let it drop. Okay? So we shall continue doing this, but my favorite method, there's not method that you could try. There's so many methods. You could also try using a comb to encourage clumpage, as they say. So that would be the third method. So those are three methods you can use when doing wash and go. And wash and go, as I said earlier, practice, practice, practice. You gotta practice. No, this, yeah, Tolani has multiple, my other daughter, she has multiple hair types. In front, she has like 4A, she has some 3C and stuff. So I'm putting some more gel on the hair. Okay. My favorite kind of method is raking method. So this is another method that you can use using a brush. This is one brush you can use. You can also use a Denman brush, but key thing is when you use brushes like this on 4C hair, you want to make sure that 4C hair is well detangled. So I'm using this, where's my detangling comb? Let me get my detangling comb. I have to rinse it out because it fell down. Okay, so you want to make sure that the hair is well detangled first. You see how, you see? You see, this is how you know your hair is really detangled. And then you can use a brush like this. And this kind of brush, it can also encourage curls and stuff, things of that sort. Now, with this brush, you have to be very careful. You have to understand how the brush is used. Okay? So I'll show you something. Key thing is, do not assume that your hair is going to magically produce some form of coils or whatever that doesn't exist. So with this kind of brush on 4C hair, it gives you a fullness. So this is one thing you can do, okay? Okay, so this one, you can see this is much more fuller, but it doesn't have distinct curl. It depends on the brush you use, okay? So with this one, I'm just gonna rake it some more. So let's keep on doing this and I will answer questions. So I'm gonna do the raking method, okay? Just rake it real good, really. So, and then I'm just gonna twist it up like this and connect it with the one. What is the name of the brush? That brush is called a Tangle Buster. You can find it on our Amazon. No, it's not a Tangle Teaser. You can Tangle Buster. You can find it on our Amazon store on amazon.com/shop/discovery natural. Okay. So when doing wash and goes, walk in sections, section. Work on wet hair. Yeah. For her and our life, I mean, for wash and goes, you have to be really careful because if your lifestyle doesn't have time to be refreshing and doing this and doing that, don't do a wash and go. I will tell you, don't do a wash and go. So, but because this is holiday season and she has time to be doing whatever, so you can see the raking method. Just rake it in really quickly, and then I'm gonna twist it gently and then connect it with that just to elongate it. Okay, so let's continue. Are you okay? Okay. So and it's getting a little bit slippery because this product, as I said, it's what, not that. Oh, okay. So we're putting the water on the hair. Is Jamaican black castor oil good for all? Yeah, Jamaican black castor oil is good for all hair types. But, you know, for some people that have finer hair, it can be a little bit heavy for their hair. What is the best shampoo you would recommend? it depends on the type of shampoo. If you're looking for a moisturizing shampoo, um, there are different moisturizing shampoos out there. The best moisturizing shampoo that I have personally used is the, let me see, which one? Jamaican black, no, Jamaican, what was it called? The Pure Natural lines. Jamaican Mango, the Pure Natural lines. The best clarifying shampoo that I've used is Kadima. I like that one. So Kadima shampoo is my, you know, my favorite by far. So, so you see, all I'm doing is I'm just taking it. I'm just doing this. Okay. So always working in sections, small sections at a time and stuff. So I can't tell. I can tell I'm using too much gel. You are not using too much. Yeah, well, the amount of gel you use depends on your hair. Some people have to use a lot of gel. Some people don't have to use a lot of gel.
Doesn't it depend on your porosity?
With the gel,
Yeah.
um, I don't know. I don't know. I think with the gel is by how it feels. So the thickness also has more of a play.
Because like if like your porosity level is like low,
Mm-hmm.
you're gonna have to put some more just so that you can.
It can penetrate.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you might be right. But what I found out is like usually like density, you know, if you have thick hair like this, you might have to use more. Like for this section of our hair is very thick. So you see I'm using more gels and stuff. So I'm taking it from the ends and I'm really pulling it through. Okay, trying to pull it through and get it through the hair. Okay, okay. And if you notice, I'm not messing. Once I get it through the hair, I'm not messing with the hair again. I'm just taking whatever I've done so far and I'm just twisting it up ever so lightly and joining it with this hair. So, and why I'm doing that, why don't I just twist it? And well, if I just twist it and let it be, our hair has a tendency to want to tangle together. So if your hair tangles up so much, this can be a method you use, okay, and stuff. So you can see I'm wetting the hair really good, okay. So putting a leave-in, wetting it real good, okay, and then just putting the gel at the base, working it through. Working it through, getting the gel at the ends also, working it through. Okay. Whenever I put gel, I like to hear the whoosh whoosh. You know that whoosh whoosh sound? So you guys listen. That's how I know I'm putting enough gel. Okay, sometimes if I don't hear the whoosh whoosh sound on a section, I just take more gel and I just pull it and then I start doing that. Okay, just coming in. Is this your oldest? Yes, this is my oldest daughter. Say hi. Okay, hi. Yeah, so then I start raking the hair. So I'm raking the hair. Now this section of our hair has a little bit more definition. Let me show you guys something. See? You can see her hair has a little bit more. I'm noticing you're raking her hair. Do you believe there's such a thing as being rough finger detangling? Yes, you can do rough finger detangling. So this section of her hair has more curl definition. I'm going to tell her to turn her hair this way. And you guys can see. See that? That is why I always tell people that, look, hair typing is good, but you can have more than one hair type. See this? So if I shingle this section of our hair, so just put gel, and you see how I'm shingling it, see what happens. It's much more defined. I hope that helps you guys understand that there are different hair types. So this hair type right here, you can see that it's way more coilier than other. You can even see it's already encouraging, see, encouraging the coil. See that? Isn't that beautiful? Natural hair is beautiful. It's amazing. And she probably doesn't even know she has this curl pattern. Okay, so I'm gonna take it, and sometimes when you even look at one strand of hair, you see how this curls, and then see what happens at the end. You see the end? The end has no curl pattern. It just does its own thing, like cray cray. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. And look at that. So we have to embrace our hair, whichever way. So that's why I'm saying doing wash and go is a style. It is not a way to get your hair to be super curly or get somebody else's curl definition. It is what it is. What you have is what you have. Okay? So as we walk through, when you do wash and goes, I believe that it even brings you closer to understanding your hair. How do you want to wear your hair? On the side or like that, or in front or in the middle?
In the middle.
You like middle parts? Let me see. Okay, let's see how that will work. I'd say let's go with the side. You always look. Let's do side. Okay. Is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If it's not okay with you, let me know. So we're going to do a little side part. When we're walking towards the front, we're going to create a side part like that. Is that going to be in your face? Is that why?
I don't
Okay.
know.
It's your
Maybe,
hair. It's your hair.
Yeah, let's do the middle.
You want the middle. Okay. So she wants the middle. So we'll just keep doing what we're doing and put it in the middle. So because we're going to let the hair fall in the middle, so we're going to start doing the wash and go, going this way. Because if I continue going this way, everything will be pushed to the back like that. So we're going to go this way. So I'm just taking the hair. This is the quadrant in front. Careful, sorry. So I'm taking that in this section. Yeah. And then I'm going to just pin this away. So you see this clip? I told you guys this clip is really good. You can get it on our Amazon store. It's a very good clip. So you see what I'm doing? I'm wetting your hair first. Okay? And then I'm going to rake. So you will do the other side. I'm going to see if you followed what I was teaching everybody. Okay? I'm going to put a leave-in conditioner. This is part people. And then put that in. And then I'm going to take the gel and put the gel starting from the root. Okay? Sorry. Don't waste gel. That gel is not cheap. And I'm going to run it through. Okay? Okay. Yeah, that's another gel. I thought I was going to use that one, but I'm not. So as I run it through, I'm raking the hair. Are you paying attention? So I'm raking the hair. You see what I'm doing? Okay? Do you curse? Curse? No, we don't curse. Yeah, we don't curse because there's so many beautiful words you can speak in this world without cursing, and we've not spoken all the beautiful words, so there's no need for us to curse. Okay, so lovely Mitiel, please take care of that. Thank you. I want our moderators to take care of that. So we're just raking. So this is another curl pattern, so I just rake the hair. And you see, can you see? Okay. So after raking, I'm just gonna loosely twist the hair like that. And then we need can you get me one of the clips? The croc clips?
Okay.
Okay. So we're just gonna take a croc clip, the green one this time. Okay, and then clip that in. So I'm just walking another section. Careful. Take that. Okay. I'm going to put some more water on the hair to wet it because the hair started to dry up slightly. And then I'm going to spray leave-in conditioner, squeeze that in very well. Is this regular aloe vera water? No, this is just water, regular water, room temperature. Do you use Jamaican black seed? Is it good as the Asian type? I've not used the Asian black seed oil, castor oil. Okay, so after this I'm putting the gel starting from the ends, from the roots this time, I'm working my way to the ends. Okay, look up, baby. Thank you. So I'm working my way, making sure that you okay?
Yeah.
So making sure that the gel gets fully in the hair. Working the gel through the length of the hair. Okay. And the gel that we're using, of course, is the Urban Bella Clay Gel. What do you think of Olaplex for natural? Olaplex, the treatment only use, that's a strong treatment. Only use the treatment if your hair is damaged. If your hair is not damaged and you just need a routine protein treatment, use a protein treatment like Afro-G. Don't use Olaplex. If you have colored hair, your hair is damaged, try using Olaplex. Olaplex is very expensive. So if you're going to use Olaplex, just know that it's very expensive and stuff. So I'm just raking it in. Okay, raking it in. And raking it in. And then I will be lightly twisting up the hair like that. You're welcome. Okay. And then can you connect this with that? Let's see if you can do it yourself. Okay. When will you blow dry it straight? I don't know. It's up to her.
I don't want to.
Okay. So whenever she wants it, that's when she's gonna blow dry it straight. We have blown dry our hair before. Our hair has been blow dried before, but not super straight like flat iron straight or something of that sort. What other question someone asked? Let me see. How do you treat split ends? We have videos on that. So search YouTube for discovering natural split ends, and that will help you out. Okay. What other questions are we getting? Is it good to put a plastic cap over your hair and apply leave-in conditioner? I actually did a video on this. So if you go to our channel and you watch the video on greenhouse effect and the baggy method, putting a leave-in conditioner in your hair is known as the baggy method. So that is what that is called. It is okay. You have to watch that video because I tell you about the issues that you might have if you do it a lot and what you should watch out for. So take a look at that video that I put out. If you've not yet subscribed to this channel, please do subscribe. We put out videos every Mondays and Fridays. And if you are like, oh, it's a Monday and you've not seen a video from us, go to our channel after 4 p.m. and there will be a video there for you. YouTube doesn't usually let people know. You can see this is yet another curl pattern. See that? So in front she has a more curly. Did you even know you had this curl pattern? Look at that. Do you see that? Look in the camera.
Can't see the hair.
You can see it. Did you know you had that?
No.
See, she didn't know she had that. That's why gels are great because they enhance your curl pattern. Just still like that. They enhance your curl pattern. I'm gonna make this a little bit. So gels will enhance your curl pattern. So usually in front of the hair, if you have a more coily, curly curl pattern in front, that's when shingling comes to play. Okay, that's when I will shingle the hair, or I could do a little bit of finger coil. So those are finger coils, and see, you see that? So I could do finger coils to just encourage the hair. So look up straight. Thank you. So we could just do that to encourage the hair to coil better or to clump better. So I'm just encouraging the hair. Look at that. I didn't even know she had that. Sorry. Okay. So, okay. So now we've taken this and we've shingled this part of the hair. Shingling. Okay. Some people, they shingle their whole hair because their whole head has this curl pattern, so they shingle it. So I'm just going to twist it up just to reduce the shrinkage possibility. And now we will talk about drying this hair some aspects of why your hair might take all day to dry, while other people it might just take a few hours to dry. What do you think that why that happens? Why some people's hair dry faster?
Some people have thicker hair.
Okay.
And, like, if your hair is very thick and it has a lot of volume, then it's going to take a while because of all that hair you have.
Okay.
But if you have thin hair, like 4A or 3C, like, if you have very thin hair, it's probably going to dry in like a couple hours.
And what other thing causes your hair in terms of absorption? What other factor? When we talk about hair, we've talked about hair texture. What you are talking about was hair density. So hair texture, you talked about hair texture. There's another, what's the last one? Starts with P?
Porosity.
Porosity. So porosity is what?
Is how much...
How your hair does what?
Hair
Absorbs. Very good.
Yeah.
So how your hair absorbs products. So if your hair absorbs products very quickly and you have high porosity and your hair absorbs products and the products leave your hair very quickly, will your hair dry quickly?
No.
Well, if your hair...
Wait,
yeah.
what? Wait, what was the question?
If your hair absorbs products very quickly and it dries very quickly,
Oh, yeah.
it will dry.
Depends on if it doesn't.
Yeah, depending on if it doesn't. Okay, so some people were asking some questions. Let me see if I can answer.
Sorry.
Yeah. So let me see. Yeah, it is a process to not use a comb. Yeah, don't play with your hair.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to make it faster, you use a comb, but I'm just kind of teaching. I prefer not using a comb. This is a big section, so I should probably reduce it. I prefer not using a comb, just because I like to feel the curls and feel the coils and stuff. I will answer people's questions. Sorry, my hair takes forever to dry, probably because you are probably low porosity. So that might be why your hair is taking a long time to dry, because the product just kind of sits on your hair. Retaining moisture. Hi, welcome, welcome. We're just doing putting the products on the hair, putting the gel on the hair. Okay, we're really making sure we get all the gel in the hair. Okay, and then what we're doing is we're raking the product through the hair. So you're just raking it, and you want to be very gentle when you're raking and not pull the hair out in the process. So raking it in so that the hair gets coated and the hair's natural curl pattern comes in here. Okay, so I'm just twisting it up. And why am I twisting it up? To kind of reduce shrinkage. Our hair will shrink regardless, but by twisting it up, it actually minimizes the shrinkage. Okay, so is tea tree treatments the same as protein treatment? I don't know what tea tree treatment is. I know what tea tree oil is. Tea tree oil, let me see if I can show you guys. This is tea tree oil. It's just an oil. Okay, there are different brands out there. So I'm putting water, wetting our hair, putting leave-in conditioner for moisture, and then I'm putting my gel. My gel is almost gone. Almost gone. And we still have one more section. So that's a lot of gel. Okay, so I'll put that in there and I'm gonna rake it through. Okay, so put that in there. Okay, make sure I rake it through. Is it possible to have a part of my hair low porosity and another part high porosity? Yeah, some people can have two porosities. Yes, it's possible to have multiple porosities. You have to understand your hair. So someone said, I recently big chop and I wasn't patient, which results in you cutting your hair again, and ended up now your hair is different length all around. Do you know what is funny? Hair actually grows in different lengths, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Your hair grows in different length. The only way you can get your hair to grow in the same length is if you constantly shape your hair. If you see people that their hair is like always growing, always the same length, as a nice round look, it's because they shape their hair. Okay, So we finished with 4 sections. You can see what those 4 sections look like right now. The white stuff will go away. Now I want to teach her how to do this by herself. So this last section, I'm going to give her a little piece of it and she's going to do it herself. So we're going to take a small section and I want you to do this small section. So I'm going to sit back and watch what she does. So the first thing you do is what?
Spray.
What are you going to spray with?
Water if it's dry.
If it's dry. Okay.
And then
Make sure the water gets really into your hair.
penetrate.
Yes, you gotta speak up so that people can hear you.
And then I am going to use the leave-in conditioner.
Leave-in conditioner. Okay. How does the gel leave our hair when it's dry? That's what we're gonna see. So
And I'm going to let it sit.
she's gonna
Oh,
massage
yeah,
it in.
massage
Is your
it.
hair wet, like really wet, or is not really wet?
It's kind of wet, so let me.
Okay, let it make it really wet. Oh, okay. That's it. Good job. Do you like EcoStyler gel? EcoStyler gel works really good in terms of wash and go. We haven't used it in a long time just because we ran out of it and we have so many other gels. So, yeah. But it works great for us. And we've not had any issues with it.
I'm going to rake it.
Okay, raking. So you're raking it. And when you're raking, she has a tendency of playing in her hair. So don't play, just rake.
It's gonna
Raking.
hurt.
It's not hurting. Rake. That's why you have to make sure. You remember this side that you detangled?
Yeah.
That's why it's important for you to detangle your hair well. If you didn't detangle it well, that's when you're going to be tangled. You see, you can see that you didn't detangle it super well. So just rake it, okay? And that's it. You don't have to keep on raking. So you've raked. This section of her hair is another texture. See, she has like weird texture. So you rake and you pull. See, rake and pull. You see, and that's it. Rake and pull. Very good. She has major shrinkage. Look at her, major shrinkage. And then you lightly twist. Oh yeah, lightly twist. Lightly twist. Let me look for clip. Yeah. Okay. And then clip the ends of it to do what? Why are we clipping the ends?
To put weight.
To put weight, correct. Okay. So do protective styles help hair grow? Hair is always growing. We're going to do another one. So grab another section. Hair is always growing. The issue is if your hair is breaking, you are not retaining the length. Protective styles can be helpful in retaining length because you're not over manipulating your hair. But if during that time you are not caring for your hair, so you put your hair in a protective style and you don't moisturize it, you don't do anything to it, then what's the use? You might as well not, you know. Yeah. So, good job. Okay. That's good. Okay, make sure you squeeze the water in. The new TGIN works very well. Oh, that's good. Is it the repair one? People have been talking about that a lot. Let me see. How can I ensure that the moisture stays in my hair for a long time? When you are applying products to your hair, let me do this. When you are applying products to your hair, you want to make sure that you really apply the product. So one thing that I found out is like, if, too much. One thing that I found out is that if your hair is dry, you start off with a liquid, you can then use either an oil or a cream, and when you apply the products to your hair, don't just apply it like that. Apply it gently. Make sure you coat all the sections. Then you seal in the moisture to your hair. You seal it in with a butter, like a hair butter, shea butter, to lock it in. Some people use grease to seal it in, and they find that grease sometimes works well, but the issue with grease is that you really have to find a product to remove the grease so that it doesn't create this barrier where your hair doesn't stay moisturized and causes your hair to dry, get dry. So that's one thing. So let me see any other question. Can you moisturize your hair while it is braided? Yes, you can. Look in our playlist called Box Braids. We have a playlist called Box Braid, and that's where we actually show how to moisturize your hair while it's braided. There are steps. Using a liquid leave-in like this works well, and then use an oil or a cream to seal in that moisture. But it is possible. She has actually done videos on how to moisturize your hair while it's braided. Do you like the Monster Miracle line from African Pride? I've never used it before, so I cannot say I like it or not. What do you think about wigs and weaves? I get frustrated with those forms of protective styles because defeating the purpose of going natural. Wigs and weaves are ways of are also can be protective styles. It all depends. There are some days that I have slapped on a wig when I'm running late for church and it has been fine. The thing about them is that you have to be careful for your edges because they can rub on your edges, especially wigs. If you don't moisturize your hair, I don't believe in that. Oh, if you wear weave or wigs, you are not natural. I'm not gonna do that because natural is the state of your hair, but if you're constantly wearing wigs and weave and you're not allowing your natural hair to show, then there's a problem because what's the purpose of having hair? Wigs and weaves are accessories. It's similar to how you can style your hair in this way or that way. Doing good. Good job, girl. Good. Is it easy?
Yeah.
It's easier than twisting up your hair. Make sure you use enough gel. Okay? Okay. Make sure you use enough. We just wasted gel. Make sure you use enough gel. Let me wipe this off the floor. Ooh. Okay? Wait, stop playing with the gel, though.
Sorry.
I know. Make sure you use enough gel and rake it in. See, she's doing good. Okay, let's see what you're doing. Tell them what you're doing. You're raking it.
So now I'm just raking it. You can see I didn't detangle.
You did not, you see, well. You didn't detangle your hair well. So now you see, they always say that any lie that is spoken in the dark place, in the hidden place, will come to light when light shines on it. So that's why in Yoruba, so if you don't detangle your hair well and you're doing a wash and go and you are raking, when it's time to rake it in, you just be getting full stop, stopping. So what is happening now? Did you detangle your hair well? No. Okay. So anyway, let's do this. Okay. So would you consider trying the moisture? I'll consider trying it. I just have a lot of products. Okay, I'm gonna let you finish that.
Can you help me clip this video?
Okay. I just have a lot of products that I'm trying, so yeah. Is the lock method also good for low porosity hair? Yeah, use whatever method works for you. I believe that a lot of times we restrict ourselves. We'll say, oh, somebody said the lock method is only good for high porosity hair. The lock method is only good for low porosity hair. So we keep on trying a method that is not working for us. But everybody's hair is so unique. Can you believe that you might have low porosity hair and also have normal porosity hair? I have low medium porosity. She has normal porosity hair, medium porosity. So I have low porosity, medium hair. So I have some section of hair that is low porosity and some section that is high porosity. So yeah, so you need to just do what works for you. This method that we're doing, if it doesn't work for you, change it up. Don't feel restricted. That is the fun thing about natural hair. Natural hair shouldn't be put in a box. We cannot be contained. We cannot be put in a box. We just do what?
Whatever we want.
We do whatever we want. You don't do whatever. Do what works for you. So yeah. Oh, thank you so much, Kathy. My ends feel crunchy. What do I need to do? But your hair is soft. If you've not yet trimmed your hair in a long time, it might mean that you need to get your hair trimmed. It might mean that it's time for a trim because your hair is crunchy because it's not. Your ends are crunchy because they're not retaining moisture. How old is your daughter? She is so mature. How old are you?
14.
So she's 14 years old. High school. Boys. hands.
Stop talking.
But,
I just
wait.
kidding.
Okay, is it good to apply water to dry hair before applying leave-in conditioner? Yes, it's a must for us. It's a must. We must apply water, liquid, aloe vera juice. This is aloe vera juice. Okay, so we'll show you what we do with the aloe vera juice lastly. And Ella is really good job. See, she's nearly done. Good job. So this is
Hold. And
am I your
and
apprentice?
clip this.
You do it yourself. Oh, no, do it yourself because I won't be with you when you are doing your hair by yourself. Oh, see, Jordan, she's also 14 years old. Thank you. Or he or she is also 14 years old. How often do you think you should trim your hands? Trim your hands when you need your hands to be trimmed. I don't go by schedule. If you take care of your hands really well, you might not need to trim it for another 6 months. It's up to you. It's really up to you. Okay. Let's see. I use conditioner as my moisture. That's good. Could you please answer my question? It is higher up. Mel, can you type in your question again? I'm scrolling through trying to find your question. Mel, where are you? Oh my god. Okay, Mel says, could you please, I really need help with something. It's higher up. Okay. Please retype your questions again, please, because there's so many questions I can't remember. Yeah, a lot. So Mel, sorry, please, Mel Chan, please retype your question again and I will answer it if I find it. My hair is dry. What would you recommend? First of all, find out your hair porosity. Make sure you are deep conditioning your hair regularly. That can help. Make sure the shampoo you are using is not a drying shampoo. And lastly, drink water. Moisturize your hair well. There's a playlist called Dry Natural Hair that I would advise you to take a look at, and that will help you greatly. Do you ever feel the pressure to relax? Like relax how? Do you ever feel the pressure to relax? Oh, relax your hair. Don't mind me.
Yes, relax
your hair.
I
didn't know. No, I don't feel the pressure to relax my hair.
Oh my gosh.
Do you ever feel the pressure to relax your hair?
No.
No, she says no. I'm so silly, sorry. Okay, what is your hair texture?
4C.
4C thick, super thick. I understand why you don't trust anyone else with your hair except you and your mom. Aww.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a trust issue. When it comes to her hair, she's very particular. I can't even style her hair because why can't I style her hair? I can't style her hair because she's always like, oh, I don't know how to style her hair in a puff. She's
Sometimes
like, oh, I don't.
the style she does is like.
What's wrong with my style? It's old fashioned.
Yeah. What? It's true.
My styles are old fashioned. Anyway, I'm glad you know how to style your own hair.
This is the last one.
Yeah, are you going to hair dry? Probably she's going to hair dry. Okay, that's the last one, and I'll show you. Make sure you get it to the ends, roots, so your roots are not poofy. So that's the last one. Did you rake it? Okay, so she's raking it in. Rake, and tangled. Okay, let me see if I have any more questions. Should I go to a professional for a trim? If you are not confident in trimming your own hair, please go to a professional.
You don't want to cut like a lot.
I wish the advice was around when I was a kid. Oh, you don't want to cut your hair when you don't know how to cut your hair. So now she has done a wash and go on that section. I think that's it. So this is what we're going to do next. So we finished. So now we're going to let the hair dry. And if you...
Do I undo?
Wait, if your hair has a lot of shrinkage, you keep it like this. You sit under a dryer and let it set like this. If you have very, very no curl definition, you don't have any of that curly thing that you see on her, sit under the dryer, remove all this, and you sit under the dryer like this. Okay? That will not make it a wash and go. You're not going anywhere because you're going to sit under the dryer. You could also diffuse the hair. Use a diffuser, okay? And take a blow dryer to the hair. Now, that is one way you can do. You can also, if your hair dries really quickly and you're like high porosity hair, you can also just unravel the hair and let it dry like this, set like this. Now, because she has really thick hair and it's going to take forever for it to dry, what we're going to do is I'm going to sit her under the dryer. Okay?
Okay.
And she's going to go do that. We will take a picture of what her hair looks like after she has done a wash and go. We'll take a picture of it and we'll post it on our Facebook page, Discovering Natural, and also on our Instagram page. We'll also put it on the YouTube community page so that you guys can see the end result of our hair. But just to show you guys, this is the wash and go. Yes, it's a twisted. So what we're gonna do before we put it under the dryer, we're gonna unravel it like this, and you guys will be able to kind of see the texture. Okay, and I'm gonna let our hair set under the dryer. No, no rush, because I know, you see how I'm not manipulating the twist. I'm encouraging a uniform look to it. Okay, just sit under the dryer like this. Okay, and then we'll be able to see, so you can already see the curls are forming really well. So you see, you guys see that? Okay, so I'm gonna unravel everything, and most of the time when she does her own no gel, this is the first time you're doing your gel wash and go, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so normally when she does wash and go, she doesn't put gels in it. And she has a video on wash and go, no gel wash and go. If you want to see how she does it, it's really pretty, but it has no curl definition. It's poofy, big. So if you have thin, fine hair, that'll be the type of wash and go you want to do. So, see that? Okay, so Mel, I know, Mel says, I retyped my question. I did, and it means I will still get flakes. And it makes that I still get flakes. Okay, so she's talking about getting flakes. Yeah, so, you might want to, if you get flakes with your hair, you might want to try different products. Okay, so this, see how I'm gently removing it? You'll notice that this will not get, is it good to apply water to dry hair before you apply the leave-in conditioner? Yes, you have to. It's much more important to do that. Okay, so this is our hair after we have unraveled the twist, and I'm going to sit her under the dryer. Okay, so you see how it looks? Move closer. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna sit her. You notice that she doesn't have so much shrinkage. Okay. And I'm gonna sit her under the dryer, and she will come back later on after she has sat under the dryer. Yay! Okay, so we'll talk to you guys later. Don't forget, follow us on Instagram and on Facebook, Discover Natural, to see what the end result looks like. Thank you so much, and we'll chat with you guys later. If you have a question for me and I didn't answer your question, send me a DM on Discover Natural on Facebook or Instagram, and I promise I will answer your question. Be blessed, have a wonderful day, and bye.
Bye.
Okay, you did a good job, baby. You have flakes all over your face. Yeah, you have still deep condition. Is it no gel? Okay, bye.